Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. This side up here from Revenford. Today I'm going to review Nasdaq E-mini futures. You can see on the screen that I am currently on Nasdaq, and we've had some exciting price action for the bulls for the past few days, rather 2 weeks or so. The market has completely reversed, and there's a lot of optimism that has come in after talks with Iran have been in a way progressive, if not concluding. So we had some very exciting price action yesterday as well. So as you can see, this is the daily price chart, and we've had a substantive move that happened yesterday. If I have to give you a count, the price actually moved 1.75% in one day. So that's a strong move for the upside. But while we have done that, we have just given one side or one directional price move. And for us, the target would be this all-time highs, which is 26,344. So this is what I'm looking at. So after this much movement, I think the price will continue to expand and potentially touch all-time highs. This could happen today because Wednesdays are usually expansion days. So I think that can happen today or it can happen tomorrow. But hopefully, given the kind of price action we have seen, I think there is a strong possibility for price to touch all-time highs during this week. Nevertheless, so let's see. Let's break it down further. So we will do top-down approach. So I'm currently on the daily chart here. So yesterday we closed above the order block that I was talking pre-market. So this was the level which I thought would act as a resistance, but the price has breached that and surpassed that, and it has closed much above. So we have taken all the buy side liquidity here. However, as I said, we are nearing all-time highs, and given this movement, which is one directional on the bullish side, I think this level of 26344 is very much achievable within this week. So let's see how it goes. In terms of creation of internal range liquidity between the overall delivery range that we have here, so we have this fair value gap, we have this whip, and from this day onwards we have this substantive move which is again busy. So there is a lot of fair value gaps that have been created in the price, and these are the levels you would want to consider when price begins to weaken. So this is a fair value gap, which is basically a 12-hour fair value gap. Let me just note it here. So these are the quartiles which can be traded to within internal range ingestion by the market. So this is something I would be interested in if price is retracing. So this is how I can break it down. On the H12 you can actually see there is this old fair value gap here. So we have already tapped on the mean threshold, but there is some buy side pending to complete the rebalancing of inefficiency. So that's something which can be done by the market today as we continue to move up. Let's see if we have some news catalyst. Yeah, so we've got some non-red folder events, and we have had some news release around 8:30 a.m. today. So New York Empire State Manufacturing Index shows strong traction. We have had some strong movement in the manufacturing sector in New York. The exports are stronger for US, and imports have weakened month on month. But overall, annually, the imports have also risen. However, the delta between export and import year on year is much greater, which is good for the US economy. Yeah, so I think there is good bias for the market. The price action has been bullish. The news is good. The Truth Social post from Trump are great for the market or for the price to move in the positive direction. So we have had some good catalyst from all sectors. So I think we can continue to see some upside and taking up this liquidity over old highs. Yeah, so that's something we can look at. So if you see here, we have seen price to be consolidating in this range, and we've reached that range. So I think there is also a possibility that we continue to go sideways for a bit and then move up. However, if you have to trade, I strongly recommend trade on the right side of the market, which is basically bull side. If you have a model where you do retracements or reversals or against hard time order flow entries, then that's also fair till the time you know that you are going to face high resistance liquidity runs, and it's essential for you to have stronger stop losses and risk management. So that's something you will have to look at. So I'm currently on the 12 hours here, on the 4 hours, pardon me, and you can see the price is now range bound. It's in consolidation here, and there is a lot of sell side liquidity sitting here which will be tapped sooner or later. So we can see some downward movement, and then we see an upside today, or we see some downward expansion. um, so yeah, I think the price usually after consolidation there is expansion. So what we can see today is consolidation after such a strong move for the last 2 days. So I think we can see some consolidation today, and maybe tomorrow and day after we have expansion. So this is all from me today, and if you want me to continue talking about markets, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again. Have a good day. Take care.